Hi friends, welcome to Tech Tutorials in Telugu by Teja. In this channel, we are going to learn about Linux, Windows, VMware and cloud computing platforms. Please do support by subscribing. Now, let's get into today's topic.
Hi friends, in this video let us see how to resolve BSOD errors. It's like you might everyone aware of the global outage which caused recently on Friday, right? Due to some CrowdStrike update, the Windows systems and servers, everything got corrupted and multiple, like they got stuck in the boot loop, right? See, you might be seeing this error right on the Azure hosted VMs. Right now, I'm going to share the solution for the Azure hosted virtual machines and also the virtual machines which are hosted on the ESXi. Also, I'll be doing a separate video for the going to the method too. See, firstly, what exactly happening is the servers, the VMs which got affected to this, right? They are in a loop actually, like it is being repeatedly rebooting, and you can see the screen on the servers. See, in our example, I am going to take a server over here. Yeah, in our example, I am going to consider a VM which is hosted on the Azure. This is my Azure subscription. For lab purpose, I have created this VM. See, whenever you go to the VM and you just type boot diagnostics, here you can see what exactly it's showing up on the VM. How exactly right now my VM is showing properly, like it is asking to control all delete screens coming, right? But in your case, the VMs which got affected, right? You will be able to see this window, like the blue screen error, right? It will be showing up like this. To fix up this one, we had a very much easy method to go with. I'm going to show that here. These are the steps I have included over here. What are the steps, how to run the script I'm going to show right now. In the first step, you can see, right, we need to choose the resource group over here. So if I go to my VM, which is I'm having, go to overview. Here you can see my VM is hosted on a resource group RG2. So I'm going to rename I'm going to paste the name over here RG2. Okay, other thing is Azure VM repair. Here I need to give the resource group once again. I'm going to paste the resource group name. Okay, I think the font size is a bit small. Let me bring it to you in the correct method. Yeah. Here I have replaced the subscription name. Sorry, the first one is the subscription name. Here what we need to do is my subscription name is pay as you go. I'm going to name my subscription as pay as you go. Okay, and here the second one is we need to change the resource group. My resource group name is RJ2. So I have just pasted the resource group name RJ2. And what is my VM name? My VM name is VM1. In your case, it will be different, friends. So you need to give your VM details as per your list over there. So my VM name is VM1. And in the third step, you can see again that we need to replace the resource group name over here. So I'm going to change the resource group name. Wherever the resource group name is there, I'm going to change my name with the my resource group name. And I'm going to change the VM name also here. Don't get confused, friends. Only the thing is here, we are going to change the resource group name. Along with that, we are going to change the VM name. That's it. The only two changes we are doing, nothing much. Here you can see, first step also, I'm going to change the resource group name and also VM name. Yeah. See, once we are okay with this script, right, what we need to do, I'm going to copy the first line, step one. I'm going to go to the VM over here. In the subscription page, you can see in the portal, you can see a shell option, like cloud shell option. Whenever we click Cloud Shell, it will ask either PowerShell or Bash, anything would be fine. Or else you can choose as per your requirement also, friends. Right now, I have chosen the existing shell name over here. Right now, it is in Bash. Right now, my Cloud Shell, I'm going to change it to PowerShell. Okay. So in this way, we have to open it from once again, I'm showing you, friends. See, you need to click the cloud shell over here. Whenever you click the cloud shell, it will load in this way. If the shell is already got created, it will show up like this. If not, you need to choose bash or PowerShell. Right now, in my case, I'm just choosing the PowerShell over here. So you need to choose the PowerShell over there in the same case. So let it get completed. See, right now the shell window is up and running. It is okay for to run the commands. I have already copied the first step. I'm going to paste it over here. Click enter. So my account is set for the pay as you go, and I'm going to paste the second one right now at the moment. So second step. So it is going to create a repair VM. Okay. During the second step, it will ask few things, friends. Let me show you. See, it is asking the VM repair command is not present. Do you want to install to continue? Yes, I want to install. So I'm clicking Y over here. First time it will ask, friends, if you have multiple VMs up and running, you are doing for the multiple VMs. Now from second time onwards, you don't ask this option. Let it get completed installing. See, we had different methods to fix this one, friends, like, taking the snapshot and adding the disk to the working VM. That is also one method, but it is the simplest method to fix up this one. Right now, you can see the repair VM admin username it is asking. So I'm just going to enter any username you give, friends. It's not a problem because after the creation, after the fix up now, we are going to delete this one. So I'm going to give the username as Azure admin, and I'm going to give some random password, friends. It's not mandate. Okay, and enter the password again. Okay, yes. The password length should be 12 to the. Okay, I'll give some lengthy password. I'm going to paste the because it went back, so we need to paste the commands once again, friends. So the account set to pay as you go, and I'm going to run the second command once again. Let us give some lengthy password. Okay, it is asking for the username. I'm going to give the username in this way. Anything would be fine, friends. Any a name you can give. I'm just taking like this. I'm going to paste the password also. And once again, I need to paste the password. So it is asking, you can see now, does the VM requires any public IP? No, we don't want any public IP to be created for the VM. This is going to take some time because the repair disk, everything going to get created right now. So it will take a while. Once we are okay with this one, we need to go to the step 3, friends. Okay. So it is going to take some pre-checks over here. You can see what exactly running on over there. You can see the OS disk is being copied to from the source VM. Once this is successful, let's check the next option, next step. You can see right now the step went to creation of the repair VM. So another VM is being going to create on the same resource group, friends. So you no need of going and creating over there. All the single step, like script is going to run in the background. The VM is going to get created. See, after completion, I will show you where exactly the VM got created. Those stuff I will be showing you. Let the step get completed. This is the solution only for the Azure hosted VMs, friends. For the on-prem, Hyper-V hosted VMs or the ESXi hosted VMs, there is a different solution. We can see going further in upcoming videos. So right now the video is only subjected to the Azure hosted VMs. We are going to fix with this, okay, commands. See friends, the step 2, you can see the status is success. Okay, right now we are going to jump into step 3. Here you can see whatever the Azure repair VM got created, right? You are going to just fix the CrowdStrike, whatever the file which is causing the error, right? You are going to fix that file. But in the current VM, in the example I have taken, no, there is no CrowdStrike issue actually. For your information and for showing you the lab, I just taken a new fresh VM and I'm showing up. Okay, even though let me try to run this command. See this step 4. If our VM got affected with this CrowdStrike, then it is going to fix that loop error. Okay, it has predetermined script on this. Just we are running the win-crowdstrike-fix-bootloop over here. You can see it searches a file and it runs this file script over there. If the VM got affected with that CrowdStrike, it is going to fix up in this fourth step. Okay, let's wait. Let it get completed. See friends, the repair also is successful over here, and right now we are going to go with the last step over here. That is restore the whatever the repair we have done. Now we are going to restore it to the original VM once again. So I'm going to paste the last command. So it is going to reattach the disk to the original VM, friends. Right now, whatever the repair has been taken care, right? The same disk is going to replaced on the source VM with this command. Let's wait. I can show you what exactly the script have done in the backend. Once the first step get completed, right, it will ask, are we good to delete the whatever the repair VM it got created, whatever the repair resources, what all got created, right? It will ask, are we good to delete those resources like that? It will pop up an notification over there. Let me show you. See friends, right now The cleanup has been successfully completed, and it is asking to continue cleanup of the delete resources, what all it got created, right? If we click yes, all the resources will be deleted. Before that, I'm going to show you what exactly it is going to delete. I have opened a duplicate window over here. When I go to the virtual machines over here, just type virtual machines. Earlier it was only one VM which I have created. Right now you can see an additional VM which got created automatically by running this commands, friends. You can see the repair VM1. This is the VM which got created, and you can see what all the disk and what exactly the configuration of this one you can see here. But this is not at all required, friends. Okay, we are going to delete this one. Before that, before deletion, we need to do one thing. Go to the VM once again and just type over here boot diagnostics, or type to RDP, anything would be fine. I'm going to go to the boot diagnostics. When I go to the boot diagnostics, you can see you should be seeing a screen like this. Earlier the screen should be like, error screen should be there, and after this one after running all the commands, the screen should be visible, like login window should be there. After running the fourth command, it will take a bit while. You need to give at least 5 minutes, and then you have to check this one. So your boot up window is coming up. So your system or server got loaded properly. Then what you need to do here, it is asking to delete the additional resources which got created, right? I am going to click yes over here. So by clicking like this, no need of doing anything manually, friends. Whatever the repaired VM over here it is there, it will get deleted automatically. So let me show you. Let me refresh this one window. Yeah, let me open the virtual machines once again. It's not still, it is there. Let's wait. It's still getting deleted. Yeah, I think it's got deleted, friends. Let me refresh the window. It is taking, it's a bug from the Microsoft only. It will take some time. Stop show up this one. If you allow a while this will get auto deleted, friends. It is taking some time, but this is the fix what we got from the Microsoft also. So I'm going to paste these commands on the description also. You can copy down here. The only thing we have done is see whatever the affected VM is there, go to that affected VM and find the details. What is the subscription the affected VM is in, and what is the resource group name, and what is the VM name. In all the four commands we are going to give the same thing, friends. In 2 3 4 commands we are going to give the resource group and as well as the VM name, resource group name, VM name. These are the only changes I have done. Hope you this will be helpful, friends, because this is a global outage. This video might be helpful to anyone who are in need of fixing this error, friends. Thank you, have a nice day.